With the update of the Maliwan backside just around the corner this January the 16th, you're going to want to know what are the best weapons to use, and today I'm going to tell you which ones they are. Asiva, this is LaserBolt, and welcome to today's video, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the best weapons to use in the Maliwan raid. Now, this is the first raid of Borderlands 3, and I know some of you guys have also been able to complete this raid, but there are a ton of people who still haven't been able to complete this raid. In addition to that, guys, I am also going to be showing you guys what are the best builds for each individual character this coming week. So if you guys have a character that you guys are planning to play the raid with, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and stay up to date so you guys can know what are the best builds for each individual character. But today we're going to be talking about what weapons you actually want to bring to the event, because the weapons you bring is going to determine how easy or how hard you want to make the raid for you. Now, if you have already done the raid, maybe this video will help you out figure out what type of arsenal you should be bringing, and it may be considered different sets of items. So I do hope you guys do find this video helpful. If you do, guys, drop a like on this video. But without further ado, let's talk about these weapons. Now, like I said, these weapons are going to work for all characters. We're going to start off with one of my personal favorite, which is the Maggie. Now, the Maggie is definitely one of the best weapons, and in fact, it is a weapon that works really good with regardless of whatever character you're running. And it works almost pretty much with almost any build that you may have. It's a weapon that's going to help you not only kill ads really quickly, but it's a weapon that could give you a second wind really, really fast and help you delete anything from a regular ad to a badass. If you ever feel like you're about to go down and need to get that kill to proc a action skill, well, the Maggie is going to be your best friend, and I highly recommend you definitely pick this one up. Of course, anointments are always going to be helpful depending on who you're playing with, so make sure you guys keep an eye out depending on the character you're playing with. The next weapon we're going to be taking a look at is the kutzman. Now, the kutzman is an amazing weapon. It's not as good as it was when the game first released, but it's still really good when it comes to dealing with a couple of enemies. If you're trying to find out a boss, especially if you're trying to solo Wu-Tang by yourself and you need to bring down his armor, then the kutzman only takes about 1 to 2 clips and you'll be able to knock his shield down and his armor fairly quickly. In addition to that, guys, it works wonders with the Valkyrie squad, which would be the second boss you encounter, and even the first boss has no chance against the kutzman. Once again, guys, a quick tip: if you're ever shooting the kutzman, if you slide forward or you run forward, the guns will actually travel a lot quicker, so it's something to keep in mind if you're ever running with a kutzman. And the kutzman should be one of your best friends, especially when depleting high-level bosses. The next weapon I want to recommend, guys, is the brainstormer. Now, this particular weapon, guys, it's going to be primarily focused on crowd control. Now, there's going to be portions within the raid that you're going to be dealing with a ton of people, especially the first part, which is where you have to go through the option of where you kind of bring down the barrier, and also the part where you're in the bridge. And also the Valkyrie squad, there might be a time that you might feel a little bit overwhelmed. And if you want to kill multiple enemies, the brainstormer is going to be your #1 friend. It's going to help you get rid of those ads fairly, really quickly and allow you to actually focus on the bosses, the ones you should be focusing on instead of dealing with ads. This is your #1 friend because it's going to chain a ton of people around you. And it's not only going to be dealing damage to the person you're shooting, but it's also going to be dealing damage to anything that stands around the vicinity. So the brainstormer should be your #1 friend when it comes to clearing out ads. The next weapon should be your #1 friend because this is what really tends to make the raid super easy, and that is the recursion. Now, you want to make sure you run a recursion with either shock or corrosive. Hopefully, you'll be able to actually get one of the other one, and you definitely want to get something with at least a splash damage increase, so do keep that in mind. And the reason why you want to make sure you do that is because this is going to make your life a lot easier. The recursion is not only good for when it comes to clearing out ads, multiple ads at once, but it's also really good for damaging bosses. And one tip I want to give you: if you ever want to damage a boss more than you would anything else, you want to make sure you shoot your recursion at an enemy and not at the boss itself. The reason why is because you want to make sure that you get multiple discs flying to the boss instead of just getting your first 2 initial discs going to the boss. So make sure if you're ever in a large crowd and you want to kill the boss really, really fast, shoot an enemy so that ricochet will bounce multiple times and do the most amount of damage with multiple discs to the boss it's actually aiming for. Now this makes boss killing really easy because for the first boss that you encounter, all you gotta do is shoot him as soon as he spawns with a corrosive one, and it should automatically kill him within 3 shots. The next time you guys go ahead and fight the Valkyrie squad, as soon as they drop in, hit them with the shock one, and then automatically switch over to your corrosive, and boom, bada bing, they're going to go to their place, and all you got to deal is with ads, and then just rinse and repeat when the Valkyries drop down. The last weapon I want to recommend, guys, is the ion cannon. Now, the ion cannon is really, really good. As you guys should already know, it is one of the best, if not the best, rocket launcher. To me, personally, it's the best rocket launcher right now in the game. And this is going to be primarily focusing on ever when you need to get your second win. This is going to allow you to pretty much one-shot everything. In addition to that, guys, the next section where this weapon will become very viable is when you fight Wu-Tang, and you have to fight the part where you get those multiple little balls or spheres spawning around. And you want to make sure you one-shot them if you need to get your second win, or just get, kill them pretty much in one shot. Then this weapon is going to do that for you guys. It's definitely a weapon I highly recommend, and it should make the raid a breeze whenever you guys are fighting it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys would like me to give you guys an extensive guide of what weapons you should use and where you should use it, kind of like a raid guide for dummies. If you guys would like me to do that kind of video, let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll put that video out for you guys. Also, we are going to be doing builds for each individual characters, just kind of updating the builds we already have to give you guys an easier idea of how you'll be able to complete the raid without a problem. If there is a character that you guys would like to see first, let me know in the comment section down below. I do hope you guys did find this video helpful and informative. If you did, do me a huge favor by dropping a like, sharing this video with your friends, and don't forget, for all things Borderlands, keep it locked on this channel, and I will catch you guys on the next video.